Call of Duty Vanguard goes free to play, and it looks like E3 is cancelled once again. All that and more, my name's Ethos, and these are your top 5 stories for this week's Free to Play Weekly. Coming in at number 5, after months of betas and teases about betas, Shark Mob's Vampire the Masquerade Battle Royale will finally be launching this month on April the 27th. The game will be playable on PC and PlayStation 5, and even got a brand new shiny trailer that totes the game's DualSense controller features and Tempest 3D audio for the console version. While the base game is in fact free to play, you can pick up the Ultimate Edition for $59.99, which includes a samurai mask and over 100 other character customization options, such as hairstyles, makeups, and user icons, as well as 1,000 tokens. This edition only seems to exist for the PS5 version of the game right now, but don't be surprised if a similar package pops up on the Steam page sometime soon. Bloodhunt will offer cross-platform play and support for 13 languages at launch. Oddly enough though, the language spoken by the natives of Prague, where the game is set, isn't among them, but it shouldn't deter you from chezzing the game out when the game launches in 4 weeks. Coming at number 4, as with last year's event, Bungie has decided to let players have a say for what their event skins will be. Rather than choosing between dinosaurs and monsters this time, players will be able to choose between mechs and monsters, although the monsters in this case have a little bit of a kaiju feeling to them, if that makes sense. To take part in the poll, players will need to first make sure that they sign up for Bungie's emails. There's a short list of things that you'll need to do for this first part, such as connecting your platform of choice to your Bungie profile, and then visiting the account settings and setting the notifications and emails and entering your email address. Once that's been taken care of, you'll be ready to go when the emails offering the chance to vote roll out. This will occur between April the 7th and April the 13th. And coming at number 3, Call of Duty Vanguard hasn't had the smoothest go around of its life cycle. The PC version has a current 3.3 user score on Metacritic, so like many other struggling games out there before, of course, it goes free to play. Now, but don't get too excited though or laugh too hard. It's only going free to play for 2 weeks, starting from March the 30th all the way to April the 13th, as Activision hopes you'll try it out and see what kind of improvements have been made in Season 2, which went live last week. It's also just the multiplayer aspect of the game that's free, but let's be honest, that's why you're here to begin with. If you do get into the game, you'll be able to check out 2 brand new multiplayer maps, as well as the brand new Capture and Hold mode set in the Alps. This is an addition with the game's playlist, and other multiplayer maps and modes include Shipment and Das Haus. Coming in number 2, one of the most inexplicable things about 2021 was the rise of Splitgate, the portal shooter that had been in beta for 2 years, meaning an average about 100 players, and then boom, the game exploded with popularity following its console launch in July, growing so large that the servers couldn't handle the load. Developer 1047 Games struck while the iron was hot, securing $100 million in funding in September when the player counts on Steam were still in the 5-digit range. Today, that number is about 1/8 of what it was in September, of what it had been the month before at its peak. The game is still on consoles too, so that doesn't represent the entire player base, but even so, the level of decline can't be pleasing to 1047 Games or its investors. Still, the game soldiers on with update 6.20 going live earlier this week. New engagement director Noob filled in on everybody of what's happening with the game, including a bunch of brand new staff, and teased the launch of Beta Season 2. Yes, the game is still in beta, because they haven't yet realized what their vision of the launch version of Splitgate is yet. And of course, coming at number 1, your biggest story of the week. If you're planning on setting aside some time to watch E3 this year, well, it looks like you'll have time to make different plans. The ESA has officially canceled all versions of the event. Yes, even the digital one that had been floating around. It is canceled, as the Razer PR lead Will Powers explained in a Twitter thread, where he had revealed that he had received an email announcing the official cancellation. The ESA never officially announced a digital version was going to take place to begin with, as they were just simply discussing the idea. The organization has planned at one point to return to an in-person event, but scratched that idea in January. They did not state at the time if they had plans to do a digital event instead. In fact, according to IGN, the organization hasn't been communicating its plans to third-party groups generally involved with this event. Reports are that the ESA now plans to make a big comeback in 2023, but the question at this point is that even necessary? In a world where any video game company can share announcements via social media, streams, and other digital methods whenever they feel appropriate, is E3 really even that important? And that's really our question for this week's Question of the Week. Let me know in the comment section below if you think that really does E3 even have relevance anymore. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And these are your top 5 stories for this week's Free to Play Weekly. Don't forget to check out mmobomb.com for giveaways and the latest news. My name's Ethos, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everyone.